Conservatives are hoping new research from a group of scientists and economists may influence the debate over climate change. One America's John Hines has more from Washington.
President Trump has announced the formation of a White House climate change panel headed by Princeton physicist William Happer, who was the president and founder of something called the CO2 Coalition, which now has announced new research hailing carbon dioxide as a miracle molecule.
When you increase carbon dioxide levels in the atmosphere from 3 parts per million to 4 parts per million, which the world has done over the last 100 years, turns out that plants grow, crops are more productive 15 to 30% more. So in terms of the doubling of food that's needed in the next 50 years to meet demand as the world gets more wealthy, carbon dioxide actually is a good thing to have pumping around the atmosphere, not a bad thing to be feared.
So says Caleb Rossiter, executive director of the CO2 Coalition, which has just published a white paper with the latest research on the effects of carbon dioxide on the atmosphere. Rossiter says that there's a scientific consensus that the 1-degree rise in world temperature over the last 100 years, up until the 1940s, was naturally occurring.
The second half, from about 1980 to today, part could be natural, part could be carbon dioxide based, but there's a complete consensus that there's no statistical significance in increases of droughts, sea level rise. What are we else worried about? Tornadoes, storms, and things like that. There's sort of a con job going on where people are claiming there's a consensus that carbon dioxide is causing a catastrophe when all it's really causing is a slight warming that has had minimal effect.
Minimal effect, according to Rossiter, who says that the CO2 Coalition itself began with scientists and economists who had been involved with the UN study of the effect of carbon dioxide emissions from industrial sources on the planet. Many left in a dispute about the political manipulations of those studies.
There's sort of a scientific truth squad who go around the country giving talks and writing articles and doing research on the remarkably minimal effects to date of carbon dioxide on warming and on other climate changes, and the actual beneficial effect to date on plant growth, because carbon dioxide is a plant food.
Referring to the Green New Deal, Rossiter adds that we will destroy our economy if we stop the production of energy from reliable sources such as natural gas, coal, and oil. John Hines, One America News, Washington.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.